Hi guys, this is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I wanted to show you my new floral quilt junk journal kits that I've made. This is the floral ones only. I will be making a kid, like a vintage kids theme with the same quilts but different pieces that don't have the floral on them. That will be coming soon, but right now I have all the floral kits available and I have made 9 of them. I also have made a journal out of the quilt and similar items that are in the junk journal kit. This will also be available soon, if it isn't already. Anyway, this is the kit. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different little sections here. First, I'll just show you this. This is a new die cut set that will be a digital in my Etsy shop, but for this kit it will come already printed and cut out for you. Also, I included in here some little die cuts that I made with leftover cardstock from things that I made in the kit. So I used a punch and a metal die for those. And then this is the set of die cuts. It has this card in the back that says die cuts, and then it has a whole bunch of like little tinies, and they all go along with the quilt theme and the color theme, kind of reds and blues. So there's a bunch of these floral pieces. There's little gingham bows. There are labels, like this one says bloom. These are just plain ones that you can write on. There's another. There's little tags. These are all little flower pieces. A gingham tag. More little labels. Here's some quilted little hearts. This one says handmade. There's more bows. So all of these pieces come with it. I'm not even sure how many is in here, but just a whole bunch that you can use in the kit in your journal. So yeah, all those come with it. And then in this one, some smaller papers and journaling card. I have this really pretty lace. I cut apart pieces and put them in all of the journal kits. This is a cut apart. It says grow. Here's just a little note card that I found. It has flowers on it. It's like an invite. That's the envelope with it. And then this floral napkin. They each have a vintage card. So this one has this, it's from 1953. And then they each have a color floral card. It's like watercolor paper that has a printed image on it, and then it has, these are actual paint swatches that you can use a water brush on and paint it. Not sure where I found those. This is a vintage current card, probably from the 80s. And then I had cardstock and some embossing folders, 2 floral ones, so I made this card. I'm not going to fold it, but there is, you can fold it right here, and the embossing is on both sides. So this is kind of a shimmery paper, and this is just a plain red. So those you can use as pages or just cut them up and you do whatever with them. And then this is a piece of vintage wrapping paper. I didn't have a lot of this, but I thought it would be pretty to go in here. And then this is a vintage flower book page. So that's in that little packet. All right, moving on. In this one, there are a bunch of different kind of pieces of ephemera and stickers. So there are a clear sticker. This is it's like a white flower sticker. I had some Mrs. Grossman's rose stickers, so each kit will get a little piece like this with 2 roses. These are some die cuts. And then there are vintage playing cards in here. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Here is a little seed packet. It's probably half the size of a normal seed packet. I have found these on Amazon. I was surprised that they're so tiny, but they're cute. They make a perfect little pocket on a page. And then you will get a nickel thing that you can embellish. I've embellished several of those on my Instagram. A couple other vintage trivia card game and this Dutch game. I'm not sure what it's called. And then some playing money. This is a vintage UPS or USPS stamp cash. I don't know how old that is. Some tickets. And then I used a book page and made a tag with it. I did this on an Instagram reel as well. Or did I? I showed them. I didn't show the process or anything. And then I had these craft tags, so I just used some of my stamps and stamped that on there. Have a wonderful day. And then this is a vintage memory decks card, and I just used my stamps and inks and stamped flowers on that. And then I have this playing card money, or playing board game money. I'm not sure what it's from. I found them at the bins. And then I have a flash card and a vintage bingo card. And this is a blue chip stamp collector's book page. So I just kind of found things that were floral or that went with the color theme of everything. Okay, so there's that one. And then there's 2 bigger sets. Here is the set that has the quilt piece that you can use for the cover of your journal. Turn this over. So obviously all of these pieces will be, you'll get all the same amount of pieces in each journal kit, but like the vintage book pages will be different, but they're all from the same books. They'll just be the different pages in the books. And then the quilt pieces will be slightly different because the quilt had different blocks in different places. So I'll show you the stuff on top and then I'll show you the quilt piece in this one. So I made these tags with some of the border of the quilt that didn't get cut into the squares. So that's what I did there. I sewed around the edges and added this like faux flower and a button and then some chenille yarn at the top. I made these on an Instagram reel. These were inspired by Jen at Jen's Junk. And then these were the cutout, at least the outer portion was the cutout from the inside of the Polaroid embellishment. So I didn't want to waste that because I use a red on the back and then the pattern on the front. So I watercolored these flowers and sewed it on top of that. And then this was just a stamp that I had. So I did that, and then I sewed it around the edges. And then I wanted to give you some trims that I had. This is some eyelash trim. So I have a metal die that cuts out these really cool little spool-like things that you can put trims and things on. And then on this one is some vintage ruffle. And I also included a little light bulb safety pin and a flower charm on there that keeps it closed. This is a piece of scrap from the quilt, and what I did with mine was I used it to sew the ties on it. So there's enough on here to make the ties, so you just cut it, or you could even just fold it in half and sew it. So that's what that's for. You could use it for whatever you want. And then I had this vintage trim, and there's like, I think I gave like a 13-inch piece of it. Enough you could do like a whole side of a page, but it's a really pretty, I think it's an upholstery trim, or you could use it on the cover. That would be really pretty too. But it's navy blue, and it has like some dark reds in there and a little bit of green, but I thought it went well with that. And I just tied it up with some more chenille yarn. And then here is the quilt piece. I just cut out, the quilt had these individual 4-piece squares, and it wasn't solid. There was other bigger sections of big pieces of other colors. So I just cut out the square parts and then used the border for the tags, and then the other part was just a plain beige, so I didn't really use that for these anyways. But these are about 12 by 12, and some of them aren't like completely square, so you will kind of have to cut it down. I cut mine, I kept the width of it, so it was 6, it ended up being 6, but then I cut it down so it was 6 inches wide by 9 inches tall. And so that left a little bit at the bottom that you could use. You could make it a belly band or a pocket or whatever you want to do with it. So that's that. All right. Put that over here. Okay. So the last part of the junk journal kit is the bigger pieces, the book pages and things, more of them. So open it up here. So I just put a little red doily on top, and then I had these really pretty blue napkins. There's different styles of these napkins, so some of them will have this one and then some will have some other, but they're all really pretty. And then I had this vintage flower card page that folds out. They're all different flowers for all the kits. And then this was another vintage flower book. Another one. This was a perennial flower encyclopedia, so there aren't any images on it, but I just thought it has a lot of good information. It was fun color and everything. This is a seed catalog page. Another flower book page with lots of fun images. And another one. This one is a coloring book, but it has a colored image of a flower on this side and then a coloring book on the other side. So each kit will have one of each of these book pages. They're like from this book, each will have a different page from that book. I didn't have a lot of coloring book pages with flowers, but I found enough to put one in each from a different, I think I had 2 coloring books, vintage coloring books that had flower pages. And then each one has 3 dyed papers. I did a red, a navy blue, and a coffee page. So that will come with that. And then I went through my scrapbook paper stash, and found scrapbook paper that I thought would go well with it. So this one is like a double-sided page, and then this one is, and this is 8.5 by 11. This one was a 12 by 12 page, and I folded it at, so where it was 9 inches high, and you could fold it in half to have the 6 by 9. But then you could also cut it down if you wanted, however size you're going to make it. But I folded it at the 9 inches so that I'd be able to ship it in my rectangular bubble mailers. So that's that. So each will have, I think I have 2 of this style. I didn't have like 9 of the same papers for everything. So I just went through my whole stash and pulled out papers, and so each of them are going to be different, but all beautiful. And then I found this really pretty wallpaper. So each will have this, it's like a vinyl wallpaper. It actually is sticky back, but I thought this was really pretty. So there's a good piece of that. I think it's like 12 by maybe 8.5 or so, or 9. I think it's 8.5. So that's that. So that is my junk journal kits, and I have 9 of them that'll be available in my Etsy shop. I'll have the link down below so you can go over and check them out. And then be on the lookout for the video flip through of this. I still need to fill it, and most of it will be filled with the items that I showed you, of like all the ephemera pieces, because I made extra. So I'll be filling this and decorating the pages, and then I'll show it to you. And I possibly will be making a video showing how I made it, but I didn't do that with this one. This was actually a different cut. It was like a corner cut of the quilt and not the actual squares part, but I didn't want to waste that part either. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed looking at my new kits, and I know some of you just like to see what other people put together in their kits and the ephemera and things like that, and how they put things together. So if you're not able to pick one up, I'm just happy that you came and watched my video. Go ahead and check out the die cut, my die cut printable over on my Etsy shop if you're interested in that and not the other. Or you can get it in addition to, you can have it for extra printing or whatever if you decide to buy this. But yeah, thank you for watching my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Leave me a comment down below and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim, and I already said that. Bye. God bless.